What's the message? That was the topic of our calls this week, and it did not disappoint. And when I ask the question, what's the message, what we're really referring to is what are those thoughts that go through our mind, that monkey mind of ours? What are the stories that we tell ourselves, both good and bad? And frankly, we're probably talking about the less than good ones. Think about money, because that's a really good example. What are the stories that we tell ourselves? What are the thoughts that we have around money? How much is enough? Is it ever enough? Or might we have everything we need on our way to maybe attracting in more money, more abundance? But what's the story around that? And where did that message come from? So think about that a little bit. We talked about and focused on a little bit about what is the root of these messages. So in other words, sometimes with men, something happened in childhood or multiple things happened that caused us to come up with these stories and these messages that sometimes are flat out lies. They're just not true. It's important for us to go there so that we understand root cause, so that we can go back and understand where we got these messages that don't serve us very well, and we can do something about them, be released from them. The punchline to our calls around what is the message really came down to two things. One is awareness. Awareness is huge, and a man could spend a day in that, but more likely that man could spend months, if not years, in a place of awareness. Do not underestimate awareness when it comes to identifying thoughts, capturing those stories, and doing something about those messages. The first step is to have recognition as to what's going on, what I might be telling myself. For example, in my life, I'm creating a new life since I've stepped out of corporate America. I'm focused on Thumos. I'm coaching and helping men, as many of you are. I have to sit down in this new day of mine, sometimes outside overlooking this beauty, and not feel guilty about it. Where did that come from? Where did that story, where did that thought, where did that message come from? I know where, and I'm working on that. I'm a work in progress. That story, that thought, that message potentially robs me of joy and productivity. I don't want that, so I'm doing something about it. So how may awareness serve you well when it comes to capturing those thoughts, those stories, those messages? Think about that. The other is intention. Now that I'm aware of something, and again, that may take a long time for me to just bask in, but what's my intention? What do I intend to do in order to change that? Can I expose myself to more positive surroundings? Can I feed on better sources? Most guys don't watch CNN. Most never have. It's not who we are. But some of the guys are pretty conservative. What about some Fox News? I don't watch Fox News because I don't want to feed on that. I have to be intentional about not letting that stuff into my mind. So I need to be intentional about focusing on good stuff. Less Fox News, more nature, for example. More hanging around with guys that can help me change my mindset and my actions and have more abundance and love and joy in my life. It's about being intentional. So that's what we focused on. What's the message? Some really good conversations came out of that, and we will have more, and we'll continue to build on this in some form or fashion going forward. Think about it. Ask yourself when you make a mistake in life, at work, do you go to, oh man, someone's not going to like me. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my job. Why'd you just do that? You went to worst case scenario. What's that about? What's the message? That's what we covered. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned. Subscribe to us on this on the YouTube channel, and we'll keep bringing the protein. Have a great day. Take care.